Hello and welcome. Thailand, the land of smiles, right? Exotic beaches, fragrant food, temples shining under the tropical sun, and let us not forget the affordable cost of living that lures in foreigners and their families by the thousands. However, before you pack your bags and book that one-way ticket, let me grab you by the metaphorical shoulders and shake you awake. Life in Thailand is not all mango, sticky rice and sunset strolls on Phuket's beaches. Oh no, my friend. Beneath this postcard perfection lies a litany of risks, downsides and frustrations that can turn your dream life into one big Farang nightmare. Do not say I did not warn you. Low education levels. Let us start with one of the elephants in the room, education. Thailand's education system is, to put it mildly, underwhelming. Ranked near the bottom in global education assessments, the country struggles with outdated curriculums, poor teachers training and a heavy emphasis on rote learning. What does this mean for you? Well, if you have kids, do not expect them to get an excellent education unless you shell out a small fortune for an international school or pay for extra tuition at government schools. For adults, you might find social interactions can feel a bit surface level. Combine that with a general lack of critical thinking skills, and you are bound to have moments of frustration trying to explain why a problem needs solving now instead of tomorrow. However, the education my grandchildren are getting at a government school with all the paid extras is very good. However, it does involve additional classes after school and sometimes at the weekends. However, the grandkids love the extra school, as they call it. They ask their mother for it. Furthermore, they are trilingual and motivated to learn, which brings me on to the next subject, motivation. Lack of motivation, which leads us perfectly to point number 2, the lack of motivation. Thailand has this enchanting vibe where people live for the moment, content with having just enough to get by. While this might sound refreshing to some, in the end it can be downright infuriating, especially if you are used to a more goal-driven, work hard, play hard culture. Do you want to build a thriving business or tackle a large project? Good luck finding locals who share your urgency. Many Thai people have adopted a my pen right attitude, a charming way of saying never mind or it's all good, but trust me, it is not always good. Pollution. Now let's talk about pollution. If you are dreaming of clean air and pristine water, prepare to wake up. Thailand has a serious pollution problem. The smoky season in northern areas like Chiang Mai sees air quality plunge to hazardous levels, with farmers burning fields and the smoky haze settling over the region like a thick blanket. Even in Bangkok you will encounter smoggy skies, foul waterways and a cocktail of chemicals you never wanted to inhale. Let us not even mention microplastics in the food chain, a problem nobody here seems to rush to fix. Low ethical standards. Cheating and lying, yes, it happens everywhere, but in Thailand it is practically an art form. Before you leap to outrage, let me clarify. Thai culture values saving face and avoiding confrontation above all else. If that means bending the truth, or a little, or skimming the profit from the ignorance, so be it. Dishonesty in personal and business relationships can leave you feeling burned and betrayed, especially as a foreigner. Contracts. Worthless if the other party decides it no longer suits them. Buyer beware, as they say. Personal safety. Thailand is generally safe. You're not going to get mugged walking down the street, but do not let your guard down completely. It does happen, but nothing like London experiences daily. Conflicts with locals can escalate at lightning speed. Insult the wrong person or step on somebody's pride and you might find yourself facing a group of angry Thais who are not shy about settling matters physically. Alcohol-fueled brawls are also more common than you think, especially in nightlife heavy areas. Work or weak government and corruption. Now, let us grumble about governance. If you think Western governments are corrupt, wait until you get a taste of Thailand's special brand of dysfunction. It is often said that bribery is the grease that keeps many wheels turning, from local police to high-ranking officials. However, things are no worse than the UK, but it might be just more visible in Thailand. With that said, it is not that bad, as the government is trying to stamp out these practices. Like almost everywhere these days, infrastructure projects stall, justice can be bought, and favouritism reigns supreme. It is the kind of thing which might make you shake your head in disbelief or shout a few words in frustration. Now, does that remind you of anywhere? Sounds like the modern day UK to me. Not that I would know, it is only what I see and hear on the world news channels. Traffic. Thailand's roads can be a battlefield. The country has some of the highest rates of traffic accidents in the world, and once you experience Thai driving firsthand, you will understand why. Lane markings, suggestions at best. Motorbikes weaving through traffic like mosquitoes, guaranteed. Moreover, if you are planning to drive here yourself, remember, defensive driving might save your life, but do not expect anyone else to follow the rules of the road. Integration challenges. No matter how long you live in Thailand or how fluent you become in the language, you'll always be an outsider, a Farang. Thai society is polite but insular, and full integration into local life remains a pipe dream for most foreigners. Sure, you will make friends and enjoy the social niceties, but deep down you will always be the person who does not quite belong. However, that is not all bad. Low proficiency in English. If you think you will get by speaking only English, think again. Outside of the tourist hubs, English proficiency in Thailand is woefully low. Nevertheless, it's slowly improving, as you will hear and see school children willing to try out the newly found English language skills, occasionally on Farangs. Simple tasks as ordering food, visiting a doctor, or getting a haircut can sometimes turn into frustrating pantomime sessions. Language barriers add an extra layer of stress, especially in rural areas where English is virtually non-existent. Lack of depth in culture and spirituality. Now, here is a conversational one. The perceived lack of depth in Thai culture. Thailand prioritizes surface level comfort and fun. However, wanting a rich emotional exchange, a deep artistic expression, or some thought-provoking conversations, you might be searching for a long time. Even spirituality, which Thailand is famous for, often comes off as shallow. Buddhism here is more about rituals, offerings and social traditions than true spiritual reflection. It's not all bad, of course, but it is worth noting. Health risks. Lastly, let us not ignore the health risks. Thailand is a tropical paradise, but paradise comes with its fair share of unpleasant surprises. Dengue fever, waterborne diseases, food poisoning, take your pick. Pollution exploits or allergies and respiratory problems, especially during the smoky season. Furthermore, if you do not watch what you eat, that cheap street food might send you running to the nearest hospital. With that said, most Thai street food is safe to eat, but as I said, be careful as you would be anywhere. Now, do not get me wrong. Thailand is a beautiful country, full of incredible people and opportunities for adventure. However, it is not for everyone. If you're coming here with rose-tinted glasses, I hope I have given you a solid slap of reality. The risks, downsides and cultural quirks of living in Thailand can wear you down if you're not prepared. To survive, and dare I say thrive in Thailand, you need patience, a thick skin, a sense of humour and of course money. Love the good, tolerate the bad, and do not be surprised when Thailand's quirks make you want to tear your hair out one day and fall in love all over again the next. So, are you still thinking about that one-way ticket? Well, do not say the grumpy old Farang did not warn you. Final thoughts. Is Thailand still worth it? Well, my friends, that is for you to decide. However, rushing to live in Thailand because you see those so-called influencers on social media harping on how cheap Thailand is and how better everything is compared to, say, England, you have to make up your own mind and do your own research. The rest is up to you, as they say in Thailand. If you found this rant, and I mean insightful analysis, helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what drives you mad about living in Thailand, or why you are thinking of coming to live here. However, whatever you do decide, make sure you do not bring any of those Western sense of entitlement with you. Until next time, keep smiling, or at least try. Bye bye.